that bird can swoop right on in, snatch that fish up, and I'm out of there. Next thing you know, the other fish are looking around like, what happened? Where'd he go? Oh, somebody snatched him. because they made it clear that's what I want.
And
they went and got it.
yeah.
They went and snatched it up, girl. So while everybody else was playing around in that stream, they thought it was sweet. They didn't establish anything. They didn't establish any boundaries.
Yes, establishes the key word.
Baby, I know just how you feel when love seems as good. It can't be real. I just can't imagine things could be this right. I just wanna hold you, girl, all through the night. And I know as time goes on, I'm gonna love you, girl, more and more. And if you're feeling down, well, that's what I'm here for. I've been sitting right here every night and day, trying to find better words to say. I love you, girl, from the bottom of my heart. So take this song as my pledge to you. No matter what life puts you through, always, I'll always be right by your side. Sometimes when you're feeling blue, just know that I'll be there to pull you through. Seems like a miracle every time you're near. I just wanna love you, girl. It all seems so clear, and no one will ever know how much I really love you, girl. And you make my heart so high with everything you do. Don't you know I've been sitting right here.
Welcome everyone back to another episode of
This marriage thing.
This Marriage Thing pod with your hosts C
And Gurley.
and Gurley, and we are here to stay. If you've been rocking with us for a while, you know we are the Christian married couple that brings you the real perspective about marriage and all things relationship. And if you've been with us for a while, you obviously know we keep it real.
Yep.
And we keep it raw.
Yep.
All the time for everybody. Today, we're going to get right into it.
Okay.
We're going to ask a question that I heard the other day, and I couldn't believe my ears. Some people may be on one side of the fence. Some people may be on the other. I know where I stand. But I think based on where the direction the world is heading, I think it's not going to be as frowned upon as it used to be. Unfortunately, but it seems like people are dabbling. And today we're going to discuss, is it wrong to, if you're a single person, because remember, I don't call you guys singles.
Single smash.
I don't do that. Yeah, if you are, I don't like that. I have more respect for y'all.
Oh my gosh.
If someone calls you singles, they view you as a peasant.
That's not true.
Don't
It's not true.
don't allow them to do that. You tell them to have some respect for you. Should single people flirt or even try to talk to someone who's already in a relationship? If you want to, I see your neck moving. So if you want to take the floor, go ahead.
And I was gonna clarify.
Go ahead.
Relationship meaning not married.
Yeah. Really? No. I would have said married if they was married.
I know, but some people are like, could be like.
I wouldn't even ask that question.
It's not.
If it was married.
Yeah, obviously.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So we already know we're not talking about marriage. For those of you who couldn't understand my clear words, I didn't say marriage. Someone who was in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Over here, if someone's married, how we speak, we say they're married. We wouldn't disrespect you and just say you're in a relationship if you're married. We know better. So yes, for anyone who is confused, should single people have the audacity to flirt with?
I like how you're answering.
Or in talks. I'm not getting my answer yet. We'll let you go first. If they can read contest, it is what it is. Flirt with, or try to talk to, I guess attempting to steal, take someone who is in a relationship. Floor is yours.
Yeah. So I do not think that a person should pursue
There you go. Yeah.
a individual who is already in a relationship.
PC that thing up. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reason is because, especially the fact that whether they're their goals or not to be married, figure it out, whatever. But in this case, you were thinking from a Christian perspective. They're trying to get married in the future. That's the goal, right? So by doing that, I think it creates this disruption. Right? Disruption.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's sorry, I'm trying.
Wait, you know what I'm thinking? What's going on?
Yeah, a little bit, but I'm just trying to keep it cool. But
no, don't keep it cool. We keep it raw, right? Yep. Yeah, that was you who was saying yep. That means we keep it raw. So you could say what you need to say.
I believe it's wrong, but obviously some people or the world, I don't know. I think it's wrong. I just think it's wrong. I'm picturing myself being in a relationship with you prior to us being married, and then someone who intentionally
they have the audacity
to go after you, and
knowing
that we're in a relationship,
and
knowing that we're pursuing marriage, and maybe they may not know that we were just trying to figure things out. It doesn't matter. It's just disrespectful. But
do you see them as trifling?
Are we doing this?
I'm asking a question. If the answer is no, it's no. I'm asking your viewpoint. This is a serious issue. Do you see?
Trying to be messy.
Do you know? Okay. If is the answer no? It must be.
The
no
answer is wait.
The question was.
The question
was, do you see them as trifling?
Yes, I think I think it's trifling.
Okay.
I'm literally picturing us being in a relationship and someone actually knowingly that you're in a relationship but still want to shoot their shot.
Yeah.
And but yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Amen. I first of all, us asking this question, I'm pretty sure, because we're a Christian married couple, we're asking this question in the context of Christians.
Correct.
Right, not just anybody of the world.
Right,
anybody of the world, they probably don't care. It's probably another Tuesday for them.
Yeah, but even
they still shouldn't do it for sure. I know what you're about to say. They shouldn't, but they probably won't see it as wrong as Christians should see it.
I think they will see it as wrong because I'm thinking about it in high school when people used to fight a lot. If some female is about to go after somebody, they are ready to fight them.
They know
church or not.
Which is why I was saying they know it's wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm saying Christians, like you said, we're thinking about marriage. Them people in your high school wasn't.
No.
They weren't mad because they're thinking about marriage. They was like, oh, you trying to steal my person.
Right.
You're right. So I'm talking about, we're asking this question from a Christian perspective. If you're trying to flirt with somebody who that couple's a Christian too, right? Let's say it's church stuff, right? It's church setting and stuff like that. You're knowingly flirting or trying to talk to, I guess, behind the scenes, you know, BTS, to someone who you know is in a relationship, and like you said, they could be working towards marriage, right?
Yeah.
So that means, number one, you know they're together. Number two, you're actively trying to break that up because you want to be the person in that spot.
Right. Very much.
That's why I said the audacity.
I know.
Because think about the type of person you are. That means you are admitting to yourself that you are the type of person to be either so desperate or so selfish that you would want to. You would want to actively try to break up another relationship just so that person could be with you for your own selfish gain.
Yeah.
You're telling yourself that you're a horrible person. So now, in turn, because I'm digging deep,
Okay.
What did he say?
in turn, you're also disrespecting the person that you want to get with because you just established you're a horrible person and you don't respect them enough to want them to be with someone who's not a horrible person. Did you grasp what I'm saying?
Correct.
You know you're a horrible person, but you don't respect that person enough to want them to want to be with a good person. You're like, no, I want you to come be with my horrible self.
Yeah.
I want to steal you from whatever good thing. I'm assuming this is a good relationship. And you're not trying to take them from something that's toxic, but there's a good relationship, but you just want that person so bad.
Right.
So behind the scenes, you just doing some flirtatious stuff. You
In hopes that
that person, starts to look at you more, starts to talk to you more, starts to eye you more, starts to look at that. She getting triggered right now. Start to notice you more, so you could slowly peel them away like a banana onto your team and get them to get released from that team. So now they're a free agent and you signing them to a multi-year contract. That's out of control. So you already know you're a bad person. So you're like, I want them to be with a bad. That's essentially what you're saying. I want them to be with a bad person, which is me. That's wild. And the fact that we even have to ask this question just shows the state of the world. I mean, it's not like this is a new thing. It's been going on for a while. But the fact that I think people are more willing because of desperation, loneliness, just maybe jealousy. You're willing to be like, let me try to mess up that good thing because I want that person over here. I'm watering my grass. I got a lot of sun on it. It's nice and green. It's nice and green. I want them to see how green this grass is. I don't think their grass is as green as mine.
That's a good analogy.
So I want you to hop over that fence. Like them energetic German shepherds. And hop over here. Come lay in my grass a little bit. Come do some snow angels, Get on your back and roll around. And you're like, oh, hold on, this grass feels.
That's great.
The grass feels nice. I don't know what I was thinking.
And you got food? Nice.
And you got treats. I should have been over here all along. Eating. But you know what? If you're that person, now we don't know who we're talking to, but if you feel it in your spirit, it may be you. If you're that person that is either doing that or willing to do that, you gotta do some self-reflecting. Gotta start analyzing. You gotta look deep within and be like, what is it that is making me even want to be someone like that? What is it within myself to even make me want to break up a relationship, a good thing?
Whether it's good or bad.
Good or bad.
You don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I mentioned it earlier. It could be it could be a toxic relationship, but that's still not your place to try to mess that up. If they end up parting ways, they part ways. That person is a free agent, then you can now you got the green light. But if they're in a relationship, why are you gonna try to actively try to break it up? Because if that person, remember they always say, you lose them how you get them. If that person is willing to leave that person to get with you, how much time you think you got?
Yeah.
before they gone from you to somebody else. Seems like all y'all trifling. Either you, that person, you know.
Yeah,
it's so,
that
so,
person who left is definitely trifling.
right.
Yeah.
And like you said earlier, I mean, from a Christian perspective, you know, I mean, obviously God sees us as single if we're not married.
Yeah. If you want to be, what's the word?
If you want to use like the biblical laws
Yeah.
perspective of from Christ,
Legally.
sure, we're single in his eyes until you're married, but that doesn't mean that, okay, morally, if we're in a relationship, we know that we're not single available to people.
Correct.
You know, we're not available to others.
Right.
You know, we're trying to be in
Exclusive.
one. Yeah, you're exclusive, one relationship. So people try to use that excuse to, hey, they're not married, they single. It's up to me to see. They may want me instead, and they use God as an excuse because if someone catches you doing that and they're like, yo, stop messing with that dude's in a relationship or that girl's in a relationship, they're like, well, they're not married, so God sees them as single. Like, why can I mess with them?
I was thinking, okay, so courting, or yeah, let's say courting.
Yeah.
Dating too, obviously people put dating / courting, but courting obviously is slightly different because of the rules based on the Bible. But yeah, there's a lot of biblical stories where like people would court and you don't really, well, my understanding, I could be wrong, but I don't really remember hearing any type of like someone trying to break up with a relationship.
Are you sure about that?
Wait, what am I missing? What story?
There's a man by the name of David.
Oh, that's right.
King
My
David.
bad. Good job.
King
Yes,
David.
yes.
And boy,
And he killed him.
The audacity was high. The spirit of audace.
Yeah, that's true. And that was by force. So with King David, it was definitely by force too.
It's always a David too. It's always a David doing something wild.
It was definitely by force because he was the king. So he fetched for her to come, and then he did his thing, and then killed the husband, which is wild.
There you go. Got him killed. He didn't kill himself.
I mean, got him killed.
Put him in place, right?
But it's still murder.
Sure.
At the end of the day,
Sure.
God's like, nah,
Sure.
you can't. Yeah.
Right.
But that's a good point.
There's your example right there.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot. David, dang, I forgot.
Yeah.
But
Bathsheba was taking a bath.
he was like,
He said, I need that.
she looked good from over there.
He said, mighty scrumpy-lucious. But listen, sorry, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
So, I mean, I'm glad we mentioned that part.
Yeah.
So, what if the person is dating someone, and is that person still fair game? So it's just dating, nothing really, nothing solidified. They're just dating.
Well, then that changes things a little bit.
Okay.
But I just want to clarify for them, like you said, clarify. You're saying that they're not in a relationship.
They're not in a relationship. No. This person, he or she, let's say he is this man is dating this woman for let's just say like 3 months, and then someone else is interested in him. Should that person still let them know that she's interested in him?
Should the
person that finds the man attractive tell him, hey, I'm attracted to you, or flirt with him, since he's dating?
You say he's not in a relationship?
He's not in a relationship. He's dating, but people know that he's dating a person.
Okay, see,
I'm being too specific. Sorry,
this is where we call no. You're
Okay.
fine. You're fine. I was gonna say, because this is where we cross into definitions.
Okay.
Because someone would ask, okay, so what's the definition of dating then? Like, what does that mean?
You should answer that.
Oh, okay. Because I'm just saying, because some view dating as something that's exclusive, some view dating as something that's not exclusive. It's all in how you view it, how you define it. If the person who's dating doesn't see themselves as in a relationship, and the person they're dating doesn't see them as in a relationship, if they just view dating as
Getting to know each other.
we're just getting to know each
So
other.
talking stage? Or that's no. That's
See,
a no.
that's another definition.
Yeah.
You
There's so
see how
many
sticky it gets?
stages, yeah.
Because some people see talking as we're in a relationship.
Yeah. Which
What you're saying high school, right? You're talking.
Yeah, we're talking.
Like, are you talking? And and especially if it's not somebody like, hey, don't tell nobody we talking. No, we definitely don't. Hold on, we ain't talking. So it's like, or like, why you lying to people telling that we talking? They see it as a relationship.
Yeah, or I don't think it's relationship. I think it's more of like, this is something special. This is exclusive.
Exactly.
So
that's where the lines are blurred, because you're saying, can you come in and try to flirt with that person, talk to that person when they're just dating or talking?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how does that person define dating or talking? If that person sees dating or talking to the person, whatever they're doing, as something as just a getting to know,
mm-hmm.
and they're not exclusive, they're not locked down,
Mm-hmm.
they're not in a relationship, any of the real terms that show, hey, I'm off limits, then hey, yo, it's all free. Listen, you ever see those birds of prey?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Them birds that they see a nice little river, a nice little stream, and there's some happy fish in there that's jumping around, they're swimming around looking nice. That bird of prey's up there in the sky lurking, and it's hungry. That bird can swoop right on in, snatch that fish up, and I'm out of there. Next thing you know, the other fish are looking around like, what happened? Where'd he go? Oh, somebody snatched him. because they made it clear that's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
And they went and got it.
Yeah.
They went and snatched it up, girl. So while everybody else was playing around in that stream, they thought it was sweet. They didn't establish anything.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't establish any boundaries.
Yes, establishes the key word.
And if you don't do that,
Mm-hmm.
if somebody else comes in and shows, they take initiative and they show, hey, yo, I see you're not exclusive with nobody. I see you're getting to know people, but you're not exclusive, locked down. What if I propose something to you and I make it clear to you that I want you, and that person's like, oh, dang, I ain't never had nobody tell me that before.
Yeah.
That's a little different.
Yeah.
You talking about, you sound okay. Tell me more.
Right.
And they start telling them, yo, this is how I feel about you. I've been thinking, blah blah blah. I just saw you talking to people. I'm sorry if y'all hear that. There is definitely Orlando Magic must be winning right now.
Yeah.
Playoff game.
Yes.
So if you hear somebody screaming.
Yeah.
But yes, back to the show. So they would say, yo, I'm making it clear. This is how I feel. This is what I want. And that person's like, yo, we can do this because I'm not exclusive with anybody. I may be in that I don't know stage with somebody.
Yeah.
We're both. You ever play double dutch or jump rope? And before you get in, you gotta do that little swag back and forth. I don't know if I'm jumping. No, I don't know. Wait. No way. I may jump in. I ain't ready. yet. You do, and then somebody come over here. Man, y'all take it too long. And they jump right in. And take the rope. And they just do all kinds of tricks.
Yeah.
And you looking at it like, dang, man, I thought I should have jumped in. You should have. My analogy's on point today.
It really is. Good job. I was like, okay. Yeah.
but yo, that's what I'm saying. If you don't jump in and do what you need to do, make your intentions known.
Yes.
Somebody else could fly right in and be like, yo, we good? All right. Bye, everybody. I'm taking it with me. And I'm out of there.
And it's okay to ask the person, too. Like, hey, so are we exclusive?
Yeah.
Should I keep looking? I'm interested in you. However, you haven't really been clear of where we're heading. Do you see a future with me or not? And if the answer is I don't know, then yeah, that's a clear statement. If that other person is pursuing you, like truly letting you, like you said, made it clear to you that he or she's interested, and has a whole plan.
Yeah.
Go with the plan. The guy with the plan, not the I don't know.
Yeah, the guy
Yeah.
or girl with the plan,
Yeah, with the plan.
whoever's
Yeah.
making the move.
Pretty much. But yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. So what we're talking about is if you're dating exclusively, then at that point you just call it a relationship. To be
Yeah,
honest,
then you shouldn't be trying to flirt with nobody like that.
yeah.
And obviously, if we're gonna touch on it real quick, like you tried to establish earlier, well, you want to make clear earlier. We're not talking about married people. Let's touch on that real quick. If you ever find yourself just having the spirit of trifle, and you find yourself in a moment in life in the era of, you know what? I think I might try to mess with a married person. I might try to mess with a married man. I might try to mess with a married woman.
Or I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, wouldn't mind. So however you want to word it. If you find yourself in that space, you've I don't know how to describe you, but you've taken a great fall in life. You should have never. I'm sure when you were growing up, you would never see yourself this low. You had to hit. I don't want to say rock bottom. Well, maybe. Who knows? You're close to it, where you would even think about wanting to do something like that. You know what type of spirit do you have to be in to even be in? What type of headspace you have to be in to be like, you know what? I know he's married, but I'm gonna try to get him. You know what? I know she's married, but I'm gonna try to pull her. That's why I didn't even want to touch on that, because that seemed like it's a little too obvious you don't do.
Right.
But there's some people out there who they'll make an attempt to see if they can be successful.
Yeah.
And I think, you ever heard that term? I don't know if this stuff is true, but I know it's a figure of speech. You ever heard that term? People say, "Yo, there's a special place in hell for you."
Yes.
You've heard it?
Yeah.
For like certain things.
Yes.
That like certain hardcore sins in
Right.
life, or people doing bad things.
Right.
Listen. You're doing stuff like that, and I'm not even gonna say it's worse if it's a Christian couple. I'm just even general. Even if they're not a Christian couple, but we're talking about Christians here. You being a Christian, knowing that you're not supposed to mess up something that God created for us,
and
literally
no
God
man
created.
Separate.
Yeah, He created it for Adam and Eve from the get go,
Mm-hmm.
and you wanna proactively, you just want to mess that up. You want to separate them and get that person with you. If God is going to have certain compartments in hell, certain areas, you might have one carved out especially for you, because you're wilding out if you ever find yourself in a space like that.
Yeah, God will never give you someone that He already gave
To somebody, hold up.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
Say that again.
Now, because like God would never give you someone that He already
Gave to someone else.
Thank you. Go, like, I can't remember the whole thing. Just remember the first 5.
That's great.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
Why would God do that? So you think, and I'm not necessarily saying you. I don't know. If it ain't you, don't worry about it. But if it's you, I'm talking to you. So you think God, who already gave that person to somebody else, you think God's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, go ahead, go ahead. No, you good, you
Okay.
good,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
What were you asking me? Are you asking me for your blessing? So you think God is going to remember, because marriage is a blessing.
Yes.
And when you get married, you want Him to bless your marriage.
Correct.
So you're gonna take this person from someone else because you want to marry them now, right? You see the irony?
Yeah.
You see the circle and go? You want God to bless your union after you stole that person from their own union and brought them to you. You think God's gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I would, my child, allow me to bless you." Why would God bless you with something like that? There's only one person sitting on your shoulder, and it ain't God. There's only one person speaking in your ear, and it ain't the Holy Spirit. I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
It's a spirit. It ain't the Holy One.
Definitely a spirit.
So I would have thought that goes without being said, but there's some people out there who literally are on the highest level of audacity, and they like, yo, let me try. Let me do it. Go ahead if you got it.
No, you hit all the pointers, because I definitely wanted to clarify with the dating part, and just in case they're like, hey, if someone's talking, usually with me, when I was single, and if I was interested in someone, I would ask, like, what's, if they're talking to anybody. But even guys would do the same thing. Hey, are you talking to anyone? Out of respect.
There you go.
And that's just the talking stage. That's it. Maybe it's for them to know, like, okay, she might share her feelings with someone, like, like he just wants her to be just alone, and him, her focusing on him, whatever reason. But even then, asking that question shows respect too for that other person.
And you know the irony, were you done?
Yeah.
Some people will ask, hear that you say, yes, I'm in a relationship or something, or married, and then still try.
Yeah.
So why do you even ask?
Yeah.
You just ask to confirm that you're trifling?
Which actually is worse. Yeah.
You just ask. I think they ask just so they can have an excuse later to be like, because if you don't ask and that person, you mess with them, then if you find out later, they could be like, oh, well, they never told me. They never said anything.
Right.
So it's like, they're just trying to, I guess, like, have an escape route. Well, hey, I did ask.
No, that's worse. Yeah.
Yeah. No, oh yeah, that's true. It is
worse.
It is worse. It is
Better
worse.
to not even ask.
Well, I think they're probably trying to find out maybe if that person lies. If they ask them and they are married, but they say no, I'm not married, then that person is kind of like
I see what you're saying.
Free. But I think but mostly in our scenarios, we're talking about someone who already knows that they're married. Yeah, not are you just meeting a person and finding out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
right.
This is someone who you already know. Maybe you know the people, which is even worse.
Yeah.
If you know the people, like,
yeah, if it's a stranger, like a random person,
yeah.
then it's like, oh, okay, he's attractive or she's attractive, and then after that, they happen to not wear a ring, or they're in a relationship, so you're not wearing a ring, then that's different. You ask people around you who that person, who is that person? Are they in a relationship, or you don't know anybody in that community, so you just try to go straight to the source and ask.
What I was about to get into was a whole nother level of messed up, because I was just saying, like, they know the people and you're still trying to get with them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like people you know from church,
right,
or friends or something, and you're trying to steal that person from people that you know. That's even worse. That's a whole nother segment of hell. Right. That's even worse. Cause that's
messed up.
That's audacity on top of all that. You really, at that point, you just don't care about nobody. You don't care about losing friends. You don't care about your, like,
the target
relationships. Actually, you might not care about your life, because you doing stuff like that with people that you know. It's called crashing out. That's what the kids are calling it. Crashing out. Somebody may crash out on you, and then you're gone, because some people don't play about that stuff. Yeah. Especially if they see you had the audacity to do that, and you know that person, or God forbid you are friends with that person. That sounds like a Tyler Perry movie.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't it? Yeah, that's all he makes.
Yeah, it's true. Like yeah.
It's just
yeah.
His shows. It's just what we just
right. Exactly.
What we just described.
Exactly.
Don't steal that, Tyler. Well, he can't steal it.
Actually,
he already made it. He probably already made it 10 times already.
Yep. It's one of the shows that I watched. Was it what? No, we can't say it.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can say what you want. I was just saying. I was like, Tyler Perry. Here you go.
No, I was trying to think of what's the name. I think it was Divorce Sisters.
No.
Yeah, that was a good show.
I wouldn't know.
Good show.
She would.
Really good. Waiting for season 2. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, okay, anyway. How you feel about this marriage thing?
This marriage thing is great.
Great.
Yeah, it is great.
Outstanding.
Fun. Great.
I'm loving this marriage thing. Yeah, chilling. Fun is a great way to describe it.
Yeah.
This marriage thing is fun. I'm about to have some more fun next month. Can't wait. Can't wait to that. We got some stuff and more fun later.
Yes.
In the year too. So we got some stuff. It's just cool being married, and
Married
I'm really glad I married you.
Aw.
Yes, married to my best friend, and all the great times we have so far, and all the great times we're going to have in the future. But the good news is, I didn't have to take her from anybody, and she didn't have to take me from anybody. Make sure if you're getting with somebody, they are single, and we ain't talking about that biblically single either. If like
Or
you
legal.
gonna try to say, oh, if they're just engaged, they're not married,
Yeah.
yet. They're still single. Y'all gonna try to use no.
That or legally. Technically, it's the same. They use it. Biblically,
Yeah.
it's the same. Yeah, they use it legally here too. So.
Yeah. Are you talking about like not like marriage certificate?
Yeah, like they signed up.
See, if y'all gotta do all those
paper.
loopholes, you know you're wrong.
That's messed up.
You know you're wrong.
Yeah.
So get with someone who's single, or try to attract or flirt with or whatever you're trying to do to get that person
Fully single.
who is fully single. If you know that person is in a relationship, stay clear. Don't try to sabotage anything. If that person ends up on the market, then by all means, take your money to the market. Do what you gotta do. But yes, this has been another episode of This Marriage Thing podcast with your host C
And Gurley.
That's Goulet over there. And listen, we thank you so much for joining us. Please feel free to slightly rub that like button. Slightly tap that subscribe button. Don't smash the like button. Everybody's always asking for that. No, we don't do that over here. We keep things nice and gentle, okay? Please share the channel. Please share the episode. Because somebody, look, I said it last time. Definitely this time, somebody needs to hear this. Whether you need to, hopefully not you, but whether you need to hear it or whether you know somebody, please share it. It could be for you. Hopefully it's not for you. But if it's for you, that's fine. Hopefully you learn something. And if you know somebody who does need to hear this, please share it with them so we can help them. Because we're just here to help.
Yes.
We're still newlyweds. Been married for a year, but we learned a lot of stuff. And if this can help anybody, please share it to them. All right. Like we said earlier, please subscribe. If you're listening, please listen to us on Spotify, on Apple Music, and obviously watch us here on YouTube. What's the socials?
Instagram, it's called This Marriage Thing Pod, and we're also on TikTok.
Also on TikTok. We're not on Pinterest.
We're not on Pinterest.
We're not no pictures on Pinterest.
Yeah.
But yes, hopefully you take heed to everything we just said. But listen, let's say you don't want to listen to everything we just said. And you're like, you know what? That advice was nonsense. And you want to do whatever it is that you want to do. That's okay. That's fine. Because we just here to give advice. You can take it or leave it. But what we always want you to remember, and don't you ever, ever, ever forget, it's 3 strands.
2 hearts.
One love.
Be the